Are you a visible star already? Turning to rising star overnight. Or you are a leading star redefining to be influential globally. I can show you the company equal to the task. Brave up consultancy. They will give you the structure, the texture, the posture and culture you need in real estate construction. Are you a visible star already? Turning to rising star overnight. Or you are a leading star redefining to be influential globally. I can show you the company equal to the task. Brave up consultancy. They will give you the structure, the texture, the posture and culture you need in real estate construction. Are you a visible star already? Turning to rising star overnight. Or you are a leading star redefining to be influential globally. I can show you the company equal to the task. Brave up consultants.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode on Brave Up O'Clock. On today's episode, we'll be having with us a senior partner in the travel industry, beautiful, energetic, industrious woman. In no other person of Mrs. Amanda from Worms Global. Thank you. Kindly introduce yourself, ma.
All right, hi everyone. My name is Mrs. Mandy Labofa. I've been in the industry for like 5 years. What is that word I'm going to use now? This industry has been very good to me. It has helped my kind of person. I'm usually very boisterous. I'm energetic. I love traveling. Traveling is my hobby. Wow. So imagine finding out I could actually go into this and do it for the long run, make this traveling stuff something that could be a reality rather for everybody. So it's been wonderful so far.
Wow, that's so good. I don't know, for the past 5 years, you said 5 years, right?
Yes, 5 years.
Have there been any challenges you faced relating to clients and all of that?
Oh, definitely. I have had series. I had this client one time. When you say a client can disturb someone, starting of the job, I had already told him duration is so time. 1 week after he had made initial deposits, he started calling me. How far with my job? I said, am I giving you should I refund you your money or I should work for you? You know, and he was very pessimistic, and I have come to realize over time that when you have a pessimistic client, most times their job does not go well.
Wow.
There is just, you will just see faults coming, something that you have never encountered before. Like this particular very pessimistic client, his passport was returned. His course is there, everything is there. His passport was returned unstamped.
Wow.
So I had to send it back. We queried it and found out there was a mix-up somewhere. And the period between the query and when we got feedback from the embassy, it was trying for me. I could not sleep.
I can imagine what would have happened.
And then I've also had wonderful clients. I had a client that I got scammed of his 2 million.
Wow.
Yes, he wanted to do a particular passport with me. At that time, I did not know the passport in itself was illegal. You know, you meet people, I can do this. If you do this, this would happen. Yes. So he had been asking me for it, and the price was crazy. It
Very
was
juicy.
I'm like, if I add this money on top, I'm going to be making so much. I could buy a car. I was already
dreaming big.
And then this client made the payment of 2 million to them, came to Lagos, lodged because he has money. He lodged in a very expensive hotel for 3 days.
Wow.
And they just kept posting him. I'm here. Come back now. Do this. And if not for my relationship and
with him.
openness with him, because I had told him, I don't know this person, that this person just offered this, and since you have been talking about it, so it's more or less like a risk. And he forfeited 2 million. I was praying that I just gave birth to my second baby then. Like, I was still recovering, and I was dealing with a loss of 2 million. And thank God, because of God, this client has returned over time. Somebody that I lost his 2 million, he has still come back for more jobs. He has still recommended me to people.
Wow.
So it's not the job. It's not easy. It is not easy. You would encounter many challenges along the road. You would encounter so many, and
Wow.
you just have to keep moving. You just have to keep.
Yes, now, because if we do not move, business would not flow. We need to
I
move
think
for business.
what even
to flow.
attracted us to her, One Global, is...
Sorry, ma.
Okay.
In the heat of trying to introduce our wonderful guest, I forgot to introduce my one and only amiable CEO. Please, so help us welcome Dr. Mrs. Funke Shibowale, our one and only CEO of Brave Up Consultancy.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us again, ma.
Thank you. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
ma, you were saying.
That was a good one, GM. That was also our GM anyway. She's the general manager of Brave Up. So we have done it to each other. Okay, so like I was saying, what actually, we have a lot of players in the industry, and the industry is so highly competitive. And in the same industry, you get your fingers burnt when you partner with people. I think what attracted me to her was the acceptance. The fact that she was able to teach us even some things. We were just 1 year in the industry.
Yeah.
She was able to teach us openly.
What some others will be
She was just opened. Mrs. Mandy, I give you that, sincerely speaking. If it were with some persons, they will hide and hold information from you. But she was just ready to let go, let loose, just learn from the industry, and let's see how it goes.
Wow.
Thank you so very much for that.
You're
That's I learned from
welcome.
you.
One of the reasons why I'm actually like this is because I have had my fair share of holding information from people, and it has put me in trouble because I'm doing a job for you, through you, and my client is on my neck, and I'm not the one doing it. There's how you can keep the communication tap open, and the client will not know
That
you are not
the main person.
Yes. So I did not really like being in that position, so I would not really like putting another person in that kind of position. What is the information now that we are holding? Where did we get it from? Is it not the same internet? So there's nothing to hold actually.
The other time we had this show, we talked about some of our packages for travels, and I've been getting so many questions asking, are we sure we're real? Are we sure we're not scam? How true is all of these our packages because of the prices and all of that? I don't know if there's a way you can let us know how you can manage this kind of people, because we've got a lot of questions, thinking about scams, thinking how true could our packages be? Give us a little
In fact, I remember a client said that she's ready to drop all my money, but she will send a lawyer to come to the office to sign indemnity. And I'm like, at first, I was like, hello, if you want to accept us, accept. But at some point, I looked at it, well, if there's nothing to hide, if you are not scam, bring it on.
Bring the lawyer.
Who's sign?
Some of them are thinking it's also true to be real. 1.8 for teaching job in the UK, and all of these other packages and all of that.
The people that will scam them, the scammers, when they finish their first sentence, first three sentences, the way they present themselves, you just gonna carry your money like this and give to them. You know, the ones they usually, that I will use that scammer as
The
an
what?
example. When I was asking him questions, what do you take me for? I am a lawyer. I am this. I'm
I
that.
have experience
Yes,
in this.
yes, he was.
I've been in this business for 20 years.
And the way he just presented himself, I have my husband. What we would normally do, because my husband is my backbone in this business.
Wow.
He would always, if I'm to have any business dealings with anyone, he would go with me to check out the person and so many things. If he cannot go physically, he would do a background check on the person.
Wow.
This person said he's a lawyer, and normal we'll just go to Nigeria Bar Association, we'll find out if he's really a lawyer. But it was when we started having difficulties that we went to search, and he was not even a lawyer.
Wow.
But the way he presented himself, he did not leave room for any doubt. I think a scammer is, there's the way they talk, you will just know.
Even
Yes,
before you
you
ask questions, they've
You
given you
know.
100 answers,
Yes.
and you have no reason to doubt them.
Yes,
really.
and they will be shutting you up. You will
Yeah,
not
they
be
will
able
always
to
shut you up.
ask questions. What do you take me for? If you are not doing it, leave. Then if you say you want to leave, they'll call you back. That's how they are. That's how they are. Then if you want to deal with these very difficult clients, most of them, they say it's too cheap. If they say it's too cheap, you tell them to go to the expensive one. If they say it's too expensive, you tell them to go to
the
the
cheap ones. Oh my God.
They don't have
just
anyone.
want them to come down to the office. Why not scans? Come, you will see everything here that you need to see and answer your questions you want to ask.
Most of the people
But
that have
something-
paid me big money, they did not see
Stress.
me. They didn't see me from. I feel all these people, they don't even have the money. Most of them, they don't have that initial deposit.
If I think we had one like that, Mrs. Mandy. You know, after I sent everything to him, you know, even the wife was speaking Queen's English.
Oh shit.
I was like, okay. He said we were coming to the office. The husband came to the office and met Chinwe, our client service manager. And while they were talking, the next thing, you know, when she came to give me the feedback, that the man said, can we sponsor him? He does not even have the money. I said, thank God they did not even meet me, because I'll have to sit them down and tutor them. The truth is, yes, I know that so many people, our country is wonderful now, and we are believing God seriously for a better Nigeria.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean you should put yourself under unnecessary pressure. If you want to travel, you don't have to go all out. Some persons just want to go all out. You have seen people that they have sold their birthrights
Just to
just to relocate.
What are you relocating for?
That's enough.
Please, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
We said
Are
a
you
little
saying-
bit
are you
last
saying-
time,
Are you
so-
saying people shouldn't relocate?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not
Okay.
saying that. What is your reason
What's your
for
take on
relocation?
relocation?
Me personally, I love Nigeria. I love Nigeria. I am almost completing my Canada PR.
Wow.
I'm
Hello. Hello.
That means
Now
you're
that
also
you told us-
relocating.
No, I'm not. I'm just doing it.
For the
so-
sake of your child. I will
No,
say
so
children.
I can use it to travel to other countries visa free. That's just why I'm doing
yeah.
it. That's why I'm doing it. But you see, I want to make my money in Nigeria and spend it there.
But you know, making the money is sweeter here. Then go there and also add, the money makes more sense when they come back home.
Yes. What are you usually here? You have to have a reason why you're relocating. Is it because everybody around you is there? Is it because they are snapping fine pictures there? What are the jobs? What are the jobs they are doing? Like what my husband is the position my husband is at now in his office. If he wants to go to the UK, though he's not being paid so well, right? Like compared to what they will pay him if he's there.
Over there.
But
At the
I
end
don't-
of the month,
if
take home
he
might not make sense.
if he leaves this position now and goes there and starts from construction worker on one of these small positions, when will he get to that level? Is it not? I feel you should weigh your options. What are you doing? Are you relocating for your children? If you are relocating for your children, what is the Western world offering your child that Nigeria is not offering your
That's the
child?
best excuse they give. It's because of the children we are relocating.
Because of my
That's
children,
what
we are
it
not
is.
even going.
You
Yes.
see?
First
Because
person.
of my children, we are
You
not
see?
going now.
You see?
Because I have very strong-willed children.
Hmm.
I cannot go to the West and then have this
This
my
limit to how you
this
can
is my
scold
my
them.
children that once we are outside, they just know that I cannot do anything to them outside. They just start misbehaving and looking at me like this. So I
Now
will
we are
now
outside.
go to the
You now go and
That's
leave
all.
them there.
no. So I just their university education will be there definitely, but we just did this PR so that if they say if Nigeria scatters,
It will not scatter in Jesus'
We are
name.
here and Nigeria will be better.
but
You said something about, is it because they want to relocate for the pictures and all? Don't you think we that are in the travel industry, we should start enlightening people more about beautiful locations, destinations
in Nigeria,
in Nigeria? We got a lot of people doing all of these things. Nice places to visit when you come to UK, when you go to the USA. Why can't we start doing that? Nice places to visit when you come to Nigeria.
you know, I wanted to do that though. You marriage and 2020 things just. But before I got married, I had visited like 16 states in Nigeria.
Wow.
So I know some places that I would want to go back to, some places I want to
Tourist attraction.
yes talk about their foods, all those things. But Nigeria has not gotten to that
In terms of
Yes.
facilities,
security.
infrastructure,
It's
and
just security.
security.
It's security
Mm.
because
Mm.
facilities,
Mm.
they are very ugly facilities that if
Mhm.
you position your camera very well, it will come
You don't
out
bring
fine.
shit.
So I think
Wow,
it's security.
amazing.
I think it's
Wow.
security. That's our
Okay, you were saying something about Canada, a package for Canada. I don't know if you want to give us more insight about that.
About it.
Well, Canada is looking for unskilled workers.
Please, I need your voice to be louder.
Mm. Okay, so Canada is looking for unskilled workers now. They need people that work as construction workers, fruit pickers. If you go online, you see a website where fruits are just falling and people are picking it.
Picking.
Yes.
Oh.
So they need fruit pickers, they need cleaners, they need shopkeepers, they need receptionists. They have ints where they need all these small yes,
unskilled.
mainly unskilled workers. Yes. So, and then for skilled workers,
Mm.
if they are employing you,
Mm.
you have to not have ties. Unlike UK, where you might need to have some ties in your country.
Okay.
This one, they don't necessarily need you to have ties in your country.
Wow.
So if you are going, you need to go with your family.
Dependents.
Yes. So they offer
Many
I
of
think it's
them.
part of what we as
We've been doing
travel,
that.
we actually
know how to speak English properly. Not even Queen's English, just speak.
Know how to
Yes.
answer questions.
Yes. So your CV, your international passport. I had someone asking me questions for like 3 months.
Hmm.
Almost, I'm not joking, almost everyone will come and ask me, this your package. If I pay now, what will happen? And then
We get that a lot.
by the 3rd month, this person comes and says, I just applied for my international passport.
Oh yeah.
I said, we have been gisting since. Because if you don't have an international passport, that's your first document. Should be your passport. If you don't have your opportunities come every day.
Every day.
There was this USA opportunity that just came recently, and somebody missed out on it because their passport is not ready.
Wow.
So
Is IELTS a requirement?
No, not necessarily. Not
Not
necessarily.
necessarily.
For UK skilled jobs, IELTS is a requirement for UK skilled.
What of Canada's skilled jobs?
Canada's
Canada
skilled
used to be very particular about IELTS.
Canada's skilled jobs. For Canada's skilled jobs, if you want a skilled job, you would have to have a certificate. You know, for
Okay.
Canada, if you are if you want to go and do accountancy in Canada,
Hmm.
there is a certificate
Oh,
that
yeah.
that will make you
Yeah.
from their country.
From that country.
So if you don't have those certificates, you should not even start thinking about
being
it.
a realtor, that's so.
Yes, there are
their
some.
own kind of-
So if you don't, those are the first steps you will take before you can even get a skilled job in Canada.
Wow, amazing.
Amazing. You see why we told you she's our
She's our
senior
senior
in the.
cook.
Nothing like that.
So let's move away from relocation now. Just imagine I'm a mid-income earner and I want to go on vacation. Give me an idea. Where do you think I should go to for vacation?
Mid-income earner. Choose go to Jos.
For Nigeria.
It's still Nigeria. I want to go
Outside.
He told us that
outside
beautiful
Nigeria.
picture and all of that.
Outside Nigeria.
Mid-income earner. It would have. Dubai used to be very beautiful
Oh,
for mid-income
Dubai,
earners, but
wow.
you know what is
No.
happening.
No.
Yes, Maldives. The cost of flight is the expense. Maldives, Mauritius, the cost of yes, but the accommodation it's visa free, so those ones are cheap. But a mid-income earner cannot just bring out 1.5 million. I want to go and stay 6 days somewhere.
Wow.
See, I'll go and spend 1.5 million for 6 days. So if you have 1.5 million, carry 500,000, go to Benin Republic or Ghana.
Yeah,
and
true.
you
It's
can
a new
have
location. Who knows? It could actually have fun.
There are beautiful places
There are
in Benin
beautiful
Republic.
places. Even in Kenya, South Africa, Uganda, all of
Is
those
it
places.
Cape Verde?
Yeah, Cape Verde.
Yes,
Yeah, Cape
that place
Verde
is
too.
very beautiful. I want to go there. Zanzibar is there.
Yeah.
Those
that's
places
about-
are beautiful. Those
Mm.
places are beautiful.
So those places you could recommend for a mid-income earner.
Yes. Those places are wonderful for. You can go there with 500,000, 800,000.
And you'll be fine.
Yes, you'll be fine.
Wow, amazing.
My wonderful Steve. Do you have anything to say?
Well, I'll just say that the packages we have, there are packages that if you have a genuine reason why you need to travel out, why you need to relocate, I think we have moderate packages that you can start with. But it's still so pathetic when you see an MD of a bank, because it actually happened. An MD of a bank leaving everything and also saying, I'm relocating. Sincerely speaking, I cannot comprehend it, sincerely speaking. But I will advise us, I think I mentioned that in our last section, that please, if you know that you have something good you are doing in Nigeria will structure. And another thing is, if you are not adding value, I say it to anybody I meet, once you
You're
don't
not
add
adding value
value,
here.
that you are just a liability, forget it. That's when you see a graduate saying that. Anytime I hear a graduate say that, I've applied here, no job. I keep wondering, why would a graduate, if you have value to add to a company and you're saying that there is no job or they refuse to employ you? Or what do you think?
I think it swings both ways.
Okay, let's
Because
hear
I
from you.
think there are actually no good jobs.
Okay, when you
Because-
say no good jobs,
because-
let's hear.
Because good jobs comes with certain requirements.
Connections.
and
The
connections.
network.
Yes, because I like using my husband as an example.
Your
Because
close
you people that
ally should
close.
be your.
The jobs he applies for, they will tell you requirement 9 years experience, 6 years experience. So how will the graduate that's just coming out have that? he was lucky enough because his uncle put him there, put him into the industry when he was doing his IT.
Wow.
So from IT, he made friends, and immediately after NYSC, he went back, and he has been there now. He had gathered experience. So what is that number of years of experience
that you want
that
to
he will
ask for
not?
that I won't give to you. I think
So-
that's
so-
another
so I
issue
think-
we have in Nigeria.
I feel
The number of
sometimes they
experience.
just put that experience to make people shy away.
No,
For some
no.
companies.
No.
It is.
It's,
You
I've
need
seen
to
it.
have.
deliberate. It's a
You need to
deliberate
have
act, yeah.
experience.
I've also seen some people that they actually, it's not an argument though, they have actually person does not even up to 4 years expansion, person got the job.
Yeah. What was the person's role in that 1 year or 2 years experience that the person had?
Because the person was busy doing all the things he knows how to do.
So you know some people will
like you said,
gather
that value is
experience.
very
in-
important. You need to have something to give back.
Sincerely, if you don't
to
have
get
anything to
something.
give, if you don't have anything to give,
But I will
to
not
add,
write out the network. You see now your brother, your husband's
Uh-huh.
uncle, there must always be network.
Network.
Somebody must always be. That's the issue.
Definitely.
That jobs. And besides, if we're not so choosy on the kind of jobs we want to do, there's so many jobs you can do online. So many affiliate jobs. It might not fetch you like you wish. It might not be the dream job. But I feel it is something you can start with, so that you will not just be idle and broke.
You know,
Just
while,
saying,
while
just
I
got to
was
keep
in
that in.
while I was in school, I used to belong to one Enactus. It's an organization, Entrepreneurs in Action. It used to be known as SIFE then. They changed to Enactus. It's in almost all the universities in Nigeria. Those geeky people. So we would come together. We would look for a problem, provide solutions, invent something to solve the problem.
wow,
That's
so-
what it's meant to
wow.
be.
Yeah, so that was what we were doing in school. When I finished, and someone now told me to work as a secretary in their office, I felt deflated because I just wanted to continue brainstorming and inventing things. Now see what I'm doing. I'm not inventing. I'm not inventing anything. So I just feel most times people just decide to follow their passion. Why would a graduate now come and settle for a secretary job
Yeah.
that they'll be paying you 40,000? How much is your school
much you
your
pay through
transportation?
Well, but there's also an adage that says, and I do workshop. Is
It's the
what?
devil's.
And
And
I do manage
I
the
do manage
level
the devil's
workshop.
workshop. So for me, I would advise even
Just
if it's
get
just
something.
start something.
That's why I said that's online.
Start
Just
something. And the truth is, from there, okay, let me now use my own example. I studied mass communication, PR, my area of specialization. When I was serving, that was when I came into the real estate industry.
Okay.
And I started as a marketer. In fact, my dream all the while is to be on CNN, just be talking and talking and
And you will
Okay.
soon get there.
We are doing it. We started.
You will get there. You will get there.
So when I started the marketing job, I was like, okay, this is getting more interesting. And we started with how much? In fact, then
You
there was
don't
no
pay
even salary.
salary.
It was just commission. But you need to see me. I can walk from here to Agege. I'm telling you. I can walk from here to Agege just for the passion of, let me just meet people. I want to know people. Well, God's glory today, that has really brought me where I
That's
am.
paid off now.
Because you never can tell.
But if she was ready, if she
But
was being
if I was just
selective, then
selecting the
like the
okay,
normal us
I
now.
don't want to.
I
don't
cannot
want
do
to-
marketing.
I
How
cannot
much
do
are they
marketing. How much are
paying?
they paying?
Some girl like me.
Do you know?
How?
Before so I would just advise, even if it's just start from somewhere. In as much I repeat, you can add value. They would see it. The company will recognize your value, and they will now weigh that. Okay, this person's position is more than what this person has. Really, is more than the
level of
position
content.
where we have placed him or
But
her.
how would they accept you first to add the value?
Do you
Because
know
the
during,
value
do you
doesn't
know
cover
during
itself.
interview, I tell people, let me now use myself again as an example. Do you still have more time? I tell people, I have never gone for any interview before. What we do is chat. Because most of the time, what they do is they call me first. We talk. Some persons, they can't even, a graduate cannot even express himself or herself on phone. You never can tell where the interview will start from.
Is this social media.
You never can
Social
tell.
media issue.
We had an interview recently. You need to see that guy's CV. He finished from Covenant University. He went to do his master's in Coventry. He had degrees. But when we started the interview, Jesus is Lord. As in, Jesus is Lord.
Wow.
He could
For
not
somebody
say-
that
Wow. I went to
I'm telling
Coventry.
you.
Coventry is a good school.
This guy could not express. They were asking him questions even from his CV. He could not even
was
answer.
he the one that wrote the CV?
Well,
Because if I don't know, but your CV is supposed to be you, what you have done. Let me go back to my husband. If you just ask him, we were just joking one day, we were talking about CV, and then I am this. It's as if he was reading
from the CV.
because he's the one, he wrote what he can do, what he has
done.
So he was just saying it. I have experience in doing this, I have this in doing that. But if you did not do that, you cannot bring out water. There's one word, they say you cannot bring out water from a dried something, one adage like that. So if it's not inside you, you cannot bring it out.
Yeah.
Maybe he did not even, maybe he went to the UK quite alright, but he was working.
He was hustling. He went to make money.
For money.
Wow.
It has been a very interesting time with you, Mrs. Amanda. Thank you for honoring our program.
Thank you.
Mrs.
Mandy.
You see, you have added Amanda to
our
our
name.
name. So I think we will be calling you Amanda.
Miss Amanda.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Amanda is the generic name.
Oh, you see?
Yeah.
Thank you. Once again, thank you very much for joining us here at Brave Up O'Clock. Remember, we are not just into travelings and tickets here. We do real estate, interior decoration, event, and perfection of title documents. Until next time on Brave Up O'Clock.
See you next time.
Thank you.
They will give you the structure, the texture, the posture and culture you need. In real estate structure. You ever see booster already? Turning to rising star overnight. Or you are a leading star redefining to be influential globally. I can show you the company equal to the task. Brave Up Consultancy. They will give you the structure, the texture, the posture and culture you need. In real estate construction. Are you ever see booster already?